I chose the science stream in class 11 and 12. However, when I joined the university, I chose Bachelor of Arts with English as my major. It was quite a journey, I should say, going from science to arts. In this video, I'm going to share with you why I chose science in the very first place and why I decided to go to arts. And I'll also share my experiences, struggles, and my honest opinion on which one is better, science or arts. So without further ado, let's get into it. It all began on May 18, 2019. At 3 p.m., the Board of Secondary Education Manipur declared the High School Leaving Certificate Examination 2019 results. When I saw the news, my heart started racing and my hands were trembling as I went on to check my results. I scrolled down and saw my roll number amongst the students who cleared the exam. And so with the decent result that I got, it further pushes me to take up science with a dream of becoming a doctor one day. I even told myself I can do it. But that big dream came down crashing when I couldn't keep up with my academics. Mobile games addiction being one of the main reasons why I struggled at school. My poor performance continued and the only subject that I used to pass was English. Then on top of all of that came the pandemic, which I called blessing in disguise. Because with the outbreak of COVID-19, we were promoted to class 12. Then 1 year later, we were promoted and declared as class 12 pass. Academically, it was a huge loss for us. But without the outbreak of COVID-19, if I were to write a normal, regular exam, no doubt I will surely fail. And who knows, I might never have continued with my studies after that. Nowadays, it's embarrassing to tell people that I studied science in class 11 and 12. When people find out that I'm from a science background, they'd be like, "Oh, that's great, you really have such a good foundation." But I'm like, no, that's not true, because I don't even know a single thing about science. Fast forward to 28th September 2021. I took my very first step into the college as an art student. With lots of enthusiasm and high expectation, I joined the college, thinking that this time I was going to do very well. But I was wrong. I couldn't make it. I struggled during the first and second semester. From the third semester, I was able to pick myself up by putting more efforts and labor in my studies. Slowly, I began to see my progress, and by the end of the sixth semester, I was able to make it to the top 10 in Manipur University in Department of English, which was all thanks to my amazing teachers. So that was my journey, starting as a science student and finishing as an art student. But initially, the reason why I chose science was due to these two factors. The first one being the wrong perception that I had during that time. I presume that people who study science are regarded by the society as more brilliant and more intelligent. And so as a young boy, I want to appear as someone who is brilliant and intelligent. But I realized that this is such a very wrong perception. My college principal used to say this all the time: be professional. And thus now I realize it is the professionalism that decides who is smarter and who is more brilliant, and it is not a subject that decides who is smart and who is not. Another reason why I chose science was because of the educational system and examination pattern that we have here in our country, where almost all the competitive exam had math in it. And that is why even my elder brother encourages me to go forward with my decision of taking up science, hoping that I will do well. But the worst happened. I failed. But why arts? The reason why I chose art was because of this. The grass is always greener on the other side. This is an idiom, and it means that we often think other people's situations are better than our own, even though that may not be the case. This happened to me. When I saw my friends who are studying arts, they appeared to be happier and they seemed to be having more fun and more enjoyment. So I said to myself, maybe arts was better. That is why I changed to arts. But you know what? I struggled even there, because I don't have any basic knowledge or any basic foundation of the art subject. I struggled trying to match the levels of the students who are from the arts background. Meanwhile, on the other hand, when I saw my friends continuing with BSc, I regretted again changing from science to arts. I said it to myself, maybe I should have continued with science. Regrets after regrets. But 1 year into the college, I finally decided to look at life in a positive way. Instead of saying, maybe I should have continued with science or I should not have come here, I replaced that with, now I've chosen arts, I'm going to do well here. I'm not going to regret over my decision. And that little positive thought changed the whole thing. That is the reason why I am here to give my honest opinion on which one is better, science or arts. So there's nothing like science is better or arts is better, as both of these two are two totally different subjects. Although there may be people who say science is better or art is better, that depends on personal interests. If you're interested in science, you may say science is better, or if you're interested in arts, you may say art is better. That differs from person to person. And also the subject that you're opting or studying doesn't define how smart you are, how intelligent you are. Like I've said earlier, it depends on professionalism, on how well you know the subject. If you are someone who have chosen science and saying it to yourself, I think this was a wrong decision, maybe arts was better. Well, I tell you, it's not a wrong decision. It's just that you saw greener grass on the other side, which makes you think that the other one was better. But it's not, it's the same. Don't ask whether you passed the exam or not. Ask whether you have given your best in the exam or not. If you have given your best, then you passed, no matter what the mark says. It's not about moving from one to another, it's about sticking to your decision and never giving up on it. Meanwhile, if you are someone who have decided to change to arts or who have already changed to arts, I feel you, I've been in your shoes and I know how hard it is to be in a class where you don't have any basic knowledge or basic foundation of a particular subject. But I tell you, stop looking back. Instead, give your best in your new journey. Life is not about falling, it's about rising every time we fall. If you are planning to change the arts, then my personal opinion to you will be, please don't change, it's not worth it. And if you have already changed, then my personal opinion to you will be, don't look back with regret. Instead, try to become the best version of yourself. Don't live your past, live your life. And remember, every single one of your decisions matters in shaping your career path. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, I'll be really grateful if you give it a thumbs up. And even more grateful if you hit subscribe. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.